Hello everybody, Tyrone Guy 3 here, and welcome back to Dragon Ball Super Reviews. Today we'll be doing the review of episode 82. This episode is titled, Never Forgive Son Goku, Toppo, the Warrior of Justice and Truth. This episode, man, it was good. Like, it did all of its job. It did the job that it was supposed to do. The fight actually started off really well, and I think they did like a nod off to the fans who have watched Dragon Ball Z for long amounts of time and have had like their little, comments, how some people make fun of Frieza's lack of being able to tell time properly and things like that. Well, here I see that there's like a funny thing that they nod at with most anime fights, especially shonen fights in particular, where Toppo says that he was like less talking, more fighting, and Goku's like, wow, for someone who's less talking, more fighting, you sure do talk a lot. So I like the fact that the fight started off like that, because it's something that's usually in the mind of most people when watching anime fights like Dragon Ball Z or One Piece or Bleach or anything where it's shonen related and a fight is about to go down. It's like the less talking, the better. Just get to it. But yeah, so I like that they did a nudge to that. I don't know if it was intentional or not. But other than that, yeah, the episode does start and finish. Like, the fight gets started and gets finished, which in some cases I do like. In other cases, I actually do. I'm one of those weird fans that actually does like when a fight has like a bunch of to be continues, because it allows us to appreciate the fight more when it's lengthy. When it's short, it's just like, okay, it happened, now what? But I understand this is just an exhibition match. This was just to get everybody's blood pumping. So I will excuse it, obviously. Like, most of these fights have been pretty much one episode after another. So it's good for pacing purposes, and I guess they're just doing it mainly so the manga can catch up. My theory is that the manga's not even going to have the exhibition match. It's probably going to jump straight into the tournament. Anyway, when the fight starts, it's clear that Toppo is a grappling fighter. He's a grapple fighter. He does use a long-range energy blast, but most of his fighting consists of grappling the opponent, like grabbing their joints. Because in martial arts, if you grab someone's joints, the odds of them being able to counterattack you are very low, because once you grab the joint, you're essentially grabbing like the centerpiece of the bone and muscle, the thing that you need to bend your arms and legs. Grab that, your opponent's kind of screwed. So I thought that was cool that he fights in that style, because we don't see a lot of grappling fighters in Dragon Ball Z. So it's cool to see a character with that as their fighting style. One criticism I do have, and this happened in the fight, Goku is trapped in a lock, and he's trapped there for a long time, and everybody's all worried. The problem is, he's at Super Saiyan. Just turn Super Saiyan Blue. Like he eventually does it, but it was just like everybody was like, "Oh no, Goku!" I'm like, "Go Super Saiyan Blue." I guess just because I know that he's capable of much more, to see Goku in turmoil at lower transformation levels makes me really unimpressed. It was kind of like in GT when Goku was struggling to fight off like aliens searching for the Black Star Dragon Balls. I'm like, transform Super Saiyan. Why is this an issue? So yeah, I don't know. Those are moments that I see that have problems. It's like they can't create tension. Goku's been able to turn Super Saiyan Blue since the Resurrection F saga. Just turn Super Saiyan Blue. Like, I don't see what the problem was. So they're about to intensify the fight. They're about to get more pumped up. Goku actually goes Kaioken Blue, which I'm not sure how I guess Goku's had time to master this transformation more now, so he's able to use it in different bursts now rather than just that one time that screwed his body up in the tournament, because at that point it was still a prototype. So I'm guessing he's mastered it at this point, which is good. And Toppo's about to get stronger too. He powers up, but then the fight ends up getting stopped by Daishinkan. And Daishinkan's like, yo, we're going to save the rest for the tournament. You guys did a great job. Both of the Zenos are pleased by what's going on. And then he gives off more details about the tournament. He's like, yo, you guys got about a day and a half. Well, more than a day and a half. About 40 hours. So a day and a half. Almost 2 days. You have almost 2 days to gather up everybody and get them all up to the Dark Void area, because the tournament will be set up there and we're building it right now. So I think it's cool that it's taken that long to make the place. Like, that's cool. That's really cool. That lets you know that the arena is going to be a big arena, and it has to be to accommodate 80 fighters. So, yeah, that's going to be really fun. So at that point, Goku's mission is clear. Gather everybody on planet Earth and gather up some warriors to fight in the tournament. And the episode basically ends on that note. Oh, also Toppo points out to Goku that he isn't the strongest in Universe 11. In fact, the strongest is one of the Pride Troopers. His name is Jiren. And if you all got the leaks and spoilers, you know beforehand. I didn't want to spoil myself, but I saw his name in a lot of videos that were coming up for previews for the next week's episode, so I kind of knew who he was already. But Jiren is the alien guy that you see in the opening that Goku is fighting, so it's clear that that's going to be like the highlight match. Kind of weirded out that they showed that so soon, but whatever. I mean, well, they reveal that so soon. They could have saved that. They could have saved Jiren's name for later. Toppo could have just said, "I'm not the strongest person on my team," and just ended on that note. That would have left an open door of mystery, so we can see what's going on. I mean, like, if you watch the opening, you know who it is. Well, you know that who Goku's going to fight as the highlight fight, because the opening is full of it. But at the same time, to not know his name gives us a level of mystery that we can dive into for later. But anyway, so we know that, and it does still bring a threat level, because Goku's about on Toppo's level of strength during the exhibition fight. So the fact that Goku's probably weaker right now than Jiren brings a level of anticipation and hype that I'm actually looking very forward to. So yeah, that's going to be pretty fun. This episode did its job. Like, it did everything it was supposed to do. I want to say there's really no complaints. I mean, there's some weird art modeled styles here and there during the fight. Where, for example, I know Goku had these dark lines under his eyes that made him look almost like Majin Vegeta, so that was kind of weird. But that's only because Dragon Ball Super is focusing a lot more, especially in this saga, I noticed. Their art style focuses a lot more on heavy inked drawing instead of the light ink that they were using before in most other sagas. So it's clear here because the colors are darker, they're deeper, they're less, for example, Goku's outfit is more vibrant orange now instead of the, like, less beiged orange that it was before. So they're focusing a lot more on making the characters heavier and darker to make a lot of the animation pop, or at least the characters pop when they do their fighting. The fight was fast-paced, it was action-paced, and a lot of the moves that Toppo used were pretty unique and cool. I like the fact that he's a fighter who uses grappling style. We need more fighters like him around to just, mix it up. So, yeah, it's really cool to see. And I think the Pride Troopers, from what we've seen, only have 3 members in their universe. I think. They may have more, but as of now, we know the Pride Troopers, we only know 3 of them because they keep showing them off. So, it's pretty ballsy if Universe 11 goes in with only like 3 fighters, but those 3 fighters will be godlike, so that's pretty cool to anticipate. I gotta say, yeah, this episode did a decent job in making me more interested in the tournament just because of the threat level of the Pride Troopers. So like I said, it did its job. My only problem, like I said, Jiren, they didn't have to announce Jiren at all. He could have just been a level of mystery to Goku and the others. But other than that, like I said, did its job. Great episode. Go check it out if you haven't. With that said, I'll see you all then in the next episode, which is titled Form the Universe 7 Representing Team. Who are the strongest 10? With that said, I'll see you all then, everybody. Tyrone the God 3, out.